Floyd Mayweather's broke.
Not many people could spend $1 billion, but if anyone could, it's this guy. Floyd generated that throughout his career, and now it is legal battle after legal battle, and people are claiming that he's broke.
My guy is in financial straits. You know, he was very flamboyant and flashy with a lot of his money, and it almost seemed like impossible, even if he lost a lot of it. How can he?
Yo, there are a lot of people who are so happy to see Floyd fail. This shit is terrible. That's the bad part about being the flashy flosser and talking about haters and all that other stuff. Yes, you have legitimate haters. People that can't wait to see your downfall. And now you're going to have to give it to them. Damn.
Actually go broke. Well, I know he lost $8 million on a house in Vegas, $54 million in loans. Another house of his just got foreclosed on. What? He sold.
And this Mario Lopez, he was one of the first people to talk about it.
His plane. Logan Paul says he owes him like $1.2 million. He also owes Dubai royalty money. He's underwater with the IRS.
Many people claim that Floyd has lied a lot and even at times scammed his own audience for this flashy lifestyle.
We got options, options, options.
It's just the lifestyle that Floyd lived.
Yes.
I think he can't fathom to just live a modest lifestyle. It's like he gotta be lavish.
Right. He's got to have those videos where he shows you all the watches, where he opens the case up, you know.
All the money. He got to show that he got $1 million in his backpack.
Which is crazy when you're Floyd Mayweather. You are the $1 million. It's ridiculous. I don't understand it. Dude, you could wear Walmart, you could wear Kirkland jeans. You can wear Kirkland dad jeans and just no watch at all, and you're Floyd damn Mayweather, and keep all of your money. You probably don't have to pay, like if you technically wanted to, you probably don't have to pay for, not only could you be a billionaire, you'd also not have to pay for anything ever for the rest of your life because you're Floyd Mayweather. People that just give you stuff.
Yeah.
You know, he got the latest watch and the latest car.
And looking back at their friendship now, one thing we can say again is 50 Cent was right. And you will find out why he was correct about Floyd at the end of this video, but he had said this.
You think he should step back in the ring? I think he got to right now because the money gone. So the money's really gone.
And people thought 50 was joking.
That's what you think. It's fight, get the money, spend the money, fight. All that money. And it's been 2 years. So is it just his overhead is so high on a day-to-day, month-to-month? Like I don't even want to talk about it. Like with the lifestyle, that money's gone, trust me. Now it's like, if you call him, he'll be at your local hosting in a nightclub because you need that action right now.
Floyd Mayweather come from absolutely nothing. 7 deep in a 1-bedroom is something he says a lot about his family growing up.
I come from 7 of us, lived in a 1-bedroom, no water, no heat, and I beat all the odds. You know, when I was a little kid, my dad was holding me. He got shot. You know, my mother was on. My dad went to prison. And one day I was at my mother's home. And, you know, my mother was barely able to make ends meet. And I seen her struggling. I can remember I was in the 12th grade. I came home from school and I said, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to take a chance. And I took a chance and it paid off.
But something you cannot buy is the heritage of a boxing family, that Mayweather name.
See, the crazy thing is, it's understandable his hunger and his want and where his mindset was to get him to that point. And it's like, you know, when a track star runs a race, you don't just stop at the finish line, you burst through it. And it's like he gathered that momentum and that hunger from his childhood and burst through all these barriers and collected all this bread, and he felt like this was the worth. This is what I'm fighting for. This is what will secure me and keep me safe and determine who I am and what I'm worth as a person, you know, coming from that. And these are his earliest lessons. People without money have nothing. And it's like he just burst through that finish line and kept living and spending like that, forgetting what it took to get there. Or not valuing that. Like, it's crazy. To be who he is and to blow that kind of money. And one thing I will say, it must have been fun. It had to have been fun. You know, this motherfucker had $1 billion. How many things could you do with $1 billion? How much fun could you have with $1 billion? The $1 billion, he did everything.
Father Floyd Mayweather Sr. boxed, his uncle Roger Mayweather boxed, and of course Jeff Mayweather as well. Floyd Mayweather started boxing at the age of just 5, and he was running apparently 6 miles as a kid. He began his proper training by age 7, being fitted with his proper pair of gloves and regularly training at his neighborhood gym.
First, I want to thank the good man upstairs for giving me this opportunity to win the national championship. And second of all, I want to thank my father.
He also been getting punched in the head since he was 5 years old. What you expect him to do?
He's the best in the Midwest, I must confess. For all the rest, is no contest.
Okay. You see now the next in line is Floyd Mayweather's grandson, who he trains with regularly. The difference is that Floyd Mayweather didn't have a choice. It's what the family say, because he grew up with absolutely nothing.
Why do you think Floyd was so good at fighting?
When somebody is taught something very, very young, that's the one thing that they hold on to. No matter what they do in life, that one thing that they were brought up on doing is basically going to always be there for them.
Do you think you wanted to fight, or there's just no choice?
Well, he had no choice. He had no choice because he was too young at the time to choose anything.
Right.
It was his dad making that choice for him. His dad tried to make him what he did.
Yeah.
One of the best fighters ever lived.
So if you're discouraged right now, you don't think it's possible, look at this house. Could you imagine his grandmother raised at least 10 grandkids in this house plus her own children in this house?
But I mean, just logically to me, it just means, it means like, why wouldn't you not protect the money? It seems like that should be a consistent fear of, God damn, I ain't trying to go back to that. That's just me. It just seems insane to me to go crazy. I see for a year or two, or while you were boxing, because that was part of what made people want to see you get beat up. You know, because that's a part of a play when it comes to promotion. It's like, okay, I'll be such an arrogant dude that people will root just to see me get beat up. You know, like a heel in wrestling, like Ric Flair, jet plane flying and all that other stuff. But to leave that place and sort of, I guess you sort of, one of those things like Tupac, you just sort of believe the character you were playing. But to me, it seems like I would be so frugal and so appreciative of the value of $1. But, you know, that's just me.
Back there's the kitchen. She cooked a lot of meals, and she raised a champ. That's why he was so crazy about his grandmother. Out of all her grandkids, she wouldn't let him work. She told him it was something special about him.
It's safe to say that Floyd Mayweather's grandmother was absolutely...
So after other grandkids, that's kind of messed up.
Right, because he excelled as an amateur. Multiple Golden Glove titles, the US national champion, bronze medal at the 1996 Atlanta Olympics. Obviously, the controversial semi-final loss, many people thought he had won, but he had built his defensive shoulder roll style and Pretty Boy nickname for his slick, unmarked fighting, and he was destined for greatness.
I gotta live with, I'm going to, take my bronze medal, and go home, it's time for me to turn professional, I can't deal with this amateur boxing anymore.
Floyd Mayweather turns pro and gets a KO on his debut. He quickly rose with knockouts and won a WBC super featherweight title in 1998 in his 18th fight via a TKO of Hernandez, and this was his first major title. His early purse for this title fight was over $100K, which he said then was life-changing.
The best feeling I ever had was when I got $100,000. That was my first check.
Floyd Mayweather then defended his super featherweight.
He could breathe. It's funny, they say there's a certain amount of money that once you passed it, there's really no change in lifestyle. Unless, of course, you're Floyd Mayweather and you want to just burn it up. You want watches all the way up your arm and crazy stuff like that.
Title multiple times and moved up to lightweight and won the WBC and ring titles in 2002. He won the light welterweight titles and the welterweight title when key fights like Diego Corrales in 2001 and Toro Gotti in 2005 with his first major pay-per-view. And this was now life-changing money. The big fights with Zab Judah. And the huge paycheck that changed him forever was the Oscar De La Hoya fight in 2007, where Mayweather earned around $25 million.
But you throw a lot of money around, don't you?
Why not? You can't take it with you. I mean, there's no brink.
Keep that same energy, Floyd.